ultimately, at the end of the day, if you have to go with the route of the loans and it being huge, you're going to be able to pay it off, as a PA. The return on the investment on the, degree is still worth it. What's going on, fam? Hope y'all are staying safe, healthy, grinding towards your goals, and hungry for success, because you know what time it is. It's time to eat. Let's get it.
I gotta hit the beat. I gotta hit the beat. I gotta hit the
How do you pay for PA school? Right off the bat, yeah, PA school is definitely super expensive. I would say, look into the scholarships that aren't necessarily school specific. So for example, like for myself, I was looking at the Navy scholarship, the collegiate health. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank on it? The health service collegiate program through the Navy, right? So I was looking at that, but unfortunately for myself, two programs that I got into were not fully accredited at that time. They were only they were only provisional accreditation. In order for me to get that scholarship, I would have had to attend a program that was fully accredited. So I kind of pretty much took that scholarship off the board. The other one that I was possibly looking at, but I found it a little bit too late, was National Health Service Corps scholarship. That one is super competitive, but at the same time, it's I have a couple mentors who went through that, and they said, man, I would not have been able to pay for this expensive PA program if it weren't for that scholarship and stuff like that. So that's something to look at as well. But in terms of like actual, payment without those full ride scholarships, honestly, the route that majority of people go to is loans, whether it's going through the school for like a federal subsidized or unsubsidized loans, those grad plus loans and stuff like that. Some people even told me like they went the private loan route in terms of like they had lenders from family or friends that they borrowed like a couple G's from, and obviously the interest rate is much lower, but they're they were already gonna for sure pay them back and stuff like that. So that's something, if it's an option. For me, it wasn't really an option, so I didn't take that route. I just went straight whatever loans the program offered. My biggest advice is don't take out more than you really need to live off of. So what I mean by that is like some of the loans, you can take extra, you can max it out, right, in order to pay for housing expenses, gas and stuff like that. I wouldn't necessarily max it out if you don't need to, because the interest rate is ridiculous. So even though you're borrowing that 6,000-7,000 extra to pay for like room and board, or for rent or food and travel expenses and stuff like that, it's gonna end up being like 10 G's by that time. So just be mindful of how much you borrow. And then lastly, for myself, I was lucky to get actually a few scholarships during school, through my program and through Kappa, which is our state organization. So on average, I would say they were about 2,000 each. And that added up, and that meant a lot, especially during those times that I got those scholarships. So overall during PA school, I think I pulled maybe like $11,000 worth of scholarships. So very helpful. I honestly don't think that there's enough people applying for these kind of scholarships. And yeah, people are like, oh, it's only a couple $1,000s or only a few hundred here and there or whatever. Yo, that adds up, and that really helps, you know what I mean? So definitely take advantage of those scholarships, apply for them, and look into other routes to pay for it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if you have to go with the route of the loans and it being huge, you're going to be able to pay it off, as a PA. The return on the investment on the degree is still worth it. You know what I mean? You're going to be out making 80 to 90 plus right off the bat, 100 plus if you're lucky and stuff like that. So you'll be able to pay it off. It just matters how you live after you graduate, right? Because obviously you're gonna have to pay the monthly minimum payments or whatever, but some people just, you know, knock it out a lot sooner rather than later. You know, I know some PAs who still have their student loans from like 20 years ago. I know some people who paid it off in like 5-6 years. So it really all depends on, like, you know, what you do. But I think cost wise, if say you get into one program and it's a super expensive program, but that's the only program you go to, for sure go, because again, you're gonna have to wait a whole nother year, and that's about, you know, again, $80,000 to $100,000 that you're sitting on, that you could be making, you know. Hope y'all found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and smash that like button. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time. So again, I hope y'all stay safe, stay healthy, keep grinding towards your goals, keep hustling towards your dreams. And you know what, I'm about to make like a ball and bounce. Peace.